Welcome to Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the Wiregrass. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns taking on the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ragin Cajuns offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The gift to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He's got his man. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
The Ragin Cajuns with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Ragin Cajuns have moved it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it behind the line. It's Horn. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cajuns.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Louisiana 7, Troy 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll pull it on the read. Running with power. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, the ground game.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On second down, just keeps firing. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Feeling some heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. 7, Troy, 3. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Louisiana has it back in the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Ragin' Cajuns will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Quickly out to the tight end. Smashes through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll try the right side. Nifty little dance step. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pena. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
I'll tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge, and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. Nearly impossible.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They keep attacking through the air. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Ragin Cajuns line up to punt it away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This is a big 4th down snap. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He'll get rid of it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Gets away from one, finds room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. The option look. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Louisiana 14, Troy 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He's looking for a man on second down. Caught. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. Looking to pass on second down. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 35, he's open. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. It is perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today.
The Raging Cajuns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll run play action. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Quarterback will audible. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out fast. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Ragin Cajuns want to move quickly. Here comes the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
13.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin Cajun offense headed to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They'll leave it with him. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Passing game very effective on on second down. What about here on third? They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Try to get it on the ground. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. The Ragin Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He leaves it with his back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns.
Louisiana.
They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And here comes the offense on second down. Keeps it and gets it. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to get to him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks. So we...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana. And the beatdown has ensued. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Louisiana, 35. Troy, 13.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Complete in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. They'll throw on third and short. It's on target and complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Presley. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. He's right on target. He stopped after making the catch. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got it on the run. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. He's going to pass. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 30.
And the Trojans take over.
Definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going up top on first down. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Troy! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense.
And it's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ragin Cajuns. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now, wait till the postgame. They're trailing by 28 to Alabama.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. On target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
That's how it's done, and it's an easy decision when you get it. There's no second guessing when you get it. Nice job by the offense converting the fourth down.
Pulls it in, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Working the middle, it's complete. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. On second down, wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Presley. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and this one will be tough. 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Finds his man and they convert. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense time.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.